Hello, this is Uncle Jim. It's garbage day, and I have a bunch of filled water jugs in the backyard, and I want to get rid of them. So, here's a good choice for that. So, anyway, in the last live chat, I told Timothy, PC Bullet Empire, that I had misplaced his box on the desk last time I cleaned my desk, and this box is going back up front on my desk next to Jerry's box. So I want to thank Tim so much for making this beautiful box and sending it to me, and it came with goodies inside. So we're going to do that. So 44 Magnum Hornady, which is a good self-defense. It's a good all-around round for all kinds of stuff. And we'll see how many jugs we do, and we'll see if we can capture that. So we're going to use the 7.5-inch Red Hawk. My son also has a shorter one in blue, and so we'll just go 7.5-inch on this one and see what happens and get rid of those jugs. I might even loosen the cap on the first jug and put Mr. Ducky on here in Tim's honor. We'll see if we can launch him. Now I wanted to do a Big Daddy 310, but I didn't have the time to load today, so I was gonna Ojos cross this thing. We'll do that later in a video, the Big Daddy 310. However, if you're buying factory, this is an explosion in itself. So let's see what happens. Ruger Red Hawk, built around the 44 Magnum. No worries, great for everything. And I could have used the shorter barreled one, but I think we'll try 7.5 this time. Okay, a few scenarios here. These are the wrong jugs for this type of thing, and they're crusty. They've been frozen a million times, sitting in the sun, thawing out, freezing, and they're probably just gonna break into pieces and make a mess in the yard. The duck isn't going to launch because we have the wrong container. So I have the cap backwards. Hopefully he launches somewhere. I'm just doing this for Tim. And we'll see if we can recover the bullet. If not, it's still a beautiful day. Okay, here's the carnage. The little jug got blown up. Mr. Ducky's right there. He didn't launch at all. Second jug. Third jug. Let's see. Still going pretty straight right there in the third jug. And it looks like we captured a bullet in the fourth jug. Okay, we caught the bullet in the fourth jug here. We'll empty that. At least we caught the bullet, and I can squat. Teresa Blowin just did a video and he couldn't squat. So I'm just a little bit ahead of him on that situation. But we hit her dead center here. Okay, on the fourth jug. First jug was skinny. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know where the cranberry tip went. Wow, that is not as good as I thought. That is not good at all. That's like the worst one I've ever tried yet. And I've shot this bullet before. That's weird. Let's do a close-up. That's real weird. Okay, I found some shrapnel in the third jug right here. And then this. We might have to do this again. All right, let's try it one more time. I hate these jugs, especially when they get frozen and heated and go through all that. They're too crispy. So we're gonna have 2 milk jugs and then go into these jugs. That is the worst performance I've seen with that type bullet in any caliber. So let's try it one more time. Okay, second try. Blew the snot out of the first milk jug. Blew the snot out of the second milk jug. We hit it center again, just like last time. There's a little fragment in this third jug, and we recovered the bullet in the fourth jug. Okay, so on the ground I did find a cranberry and two fragments in the third jug, and then these were found on the ground, so I don't know which they came from. We'll just divvy them up. Everything was dead center. The recoil was nothing. It was like a 357. More of a push, nothing to it at all in the Ruger. And my phone got sopping wet. I had to go in and dry that out. So we'll empty this last jug and then weigh them. All right, so fourth jug, second try. Kind of getting windy out here. See what we got. Probably the same deal. Okay, that one's a little better. That's more expected there. It's a heart shape. All right, so the second shot did more what I was expecting. There was some shrapnel found laying about, so I don't know what went to where, and we'll weigh these. Now, recoil-wise, with the big Red Hawk here, to me it felt like a 1911 shooting a 45. It was a pussycat. This is only a 225 grain, so it's a little light for caliber. So the first shot we shot here really didn't do too good. It's just kind of like a mangled mess. So we'll weigh what I found in the jug. 295.7 grains. Okay. And then on the second one, this one actually did more than, more of what I was expecting. Made a mushroom, had some shrapnel off of there. We found the cranberry. We'll throw that in there. And then some of these might be going to the other bullet. Some of the fragments that I found on the ground. But let's just throw them all together. 295.5. So they do frag even in a revolver, but it's a 7.5 inch. And I don't know if I even want to, well, I guess I can try taking calipers to this. Very soft shooting, very light per caliber. All right, our first one here, it's all mangled. This is going to be hard to try and measure. 693, 681, 680, 690, somewhere in there. So it kind of got elongated, kind of weird. Let's focus. All right, so that's what happened to the first one. These jugs are really funky though. I like the milk jugs better. They explode. They have a softer plastic and they just explode with 44 mag. Okay, so the second one here, let's make sure we're zero. Okay. It's more like a heart shape. 5975. 587. So the mangled one actually had a longer piece on the end of it. Now, this is really good stuff for softer tissue, I would think. It explodes stuff. I also have these, I've loaded up lots of these, the 240 grain XTP. All right. And they look like this. Probably better focus down there. They look like this. And I've shot these. We'll have to do another test. I can't remember. And then I've loaded up a lot of these, the Sierra 240 grains, okay? And I got these cheap when they were on sale a long time ago. And I have some really hot loads for these, and we'll have to do that later. It looks like this. And if you find any of these bullets on sale, that's great, but I prefer to cast. Nowadays we cast, and I gotta do another video on the Big Daddy 310 loaded to the max in the gills. It's got a meat plat, it's got a huge face on here, and you do the Ojos cross on here, and it's a monster. If you want penetration, there's your boy, or a lot of other 44 mag molds I have. So it's much cheaper, of course, to cast your own and load your own. So I hope you found this interesting. This thing's a pussycat with 44 mag. I've shot the hottest to the limit loads with the Rugers here, and they are just amazing to shoot with the real stuff, the hunting stuff, the stuff that's in the manual, only for Rugers, okay? This was designed for the 44 Magnum, and they're great to shoot. Until next time, hope you found this interesting.